Okay, so today we're replacing this door closer with Cameron. This one's bad. It was just leaking all the fluid, needs replaced, causing the door to slam.
Oh man!
What are they?
Allen wrenches to hold the cover on.
That's dumb.
And I can't reach. I'm gonna need a wrench.
Box end? You have them in the van, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think I have any box end wrenches.
Oh! Holy cow! That hit my chest. That had a lot of force still.
I've never had one do that before.
That was crazy. Dude, it literally clocked me right here.
That thing must have been wound up and reloaded. Like, wow. No wonder why I was slamming so hard. Like, reloaded the crap out of it.
Oh
the
boy.
window broke.
Yeah, no, it's good that.
Who the heck did that? Maybe because of the wind, you know?
That's crazy. Well, there's our scare for the day.
Wow. It wasn't even me. I think I got to change mine.
I can't wait to see if I have a bruise.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this thing's way preloaded. If you pull the adjustment out of this arm, you don't have to preload them, I found out. So, because I've preloaded some before, but you shouldn't have to. Hand me the drill.
Check out those moths.
Time to crank this puppy up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Too much?
too much. I think I need a number 3 now. Yeah.
Did you keep going?
Oh, I tried a different one.
Oh.
It's partly because it's
I wish we could give you guys a better view than Cameron's butt, but he doesn't have a hat on. Are you just doing the drop plate?
extension. I'm just gonna have to pull the plate. Everything else is good.
Where is your extension in this one?
Second back up on the back door.
There you go. So he's just taking the drop plate off since we can't get the door closer screws on. Make sure you hang on to it when you get the last. Do you want to reuse those drop plate screws, or?
Yeah, we can. They were fine. Can't feel my fingers.
I know. Plus, they're the same color.
Oh, did you bring the other closer?
They're up front still. I'll go grab it.
That like stripped out instantly. I think it's because it's cold.
Well, we have the new drop plate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need this guy.
Nope. Just going to recycle. Yeah, right. So, since it's so cold today, we're inside the van mounting the closer to the drop plate first. So we can minimize the amount of time we have to be outside.
You know, I've been wrong once before. I can tell you about it.
When was it?
Just now, because I said I was wrong before.
You have never been wrong. Blue collar humor right there.
Bad joke for you. Tyler's still learning them.
It's okay. Cameron showed up late today to work, and I was like, huh, nice of you to join us. He normally tells it to me, though.
I was like, we're not joining anything right now. Whoopsie. Oopsie. Alright, so one of the first things I do with these bad boys is because these can kind of be a brain tease sometimes on the arms and the configurations and the applications. Always find me my, I think it's going to be metric, yep. So when working with operators are spring loaded, obviously. Get me a wrench, a ratchet, socket, so you can work the preload on it and stuff when you're working on it. I always find out which way it wants to close, so you know how to do the application with the arm. On this one, we're pretty fortunate where we can mimic the other door. So if you see, it opens up that way and it closes that way. But that isn't slow because it's broke.
And that is going the right direction already, right?
Yep. So take this guy, put it right there, and then one of the first things you got to find out. Sometimes you have to, depending on the application and the hardware you have. Like this one comes with all the hardware, but if you're doing like a retrofit one, sometimes the bolts will stick out a hair, and when they do, I worked at a restaurant where they all stuck out just a hair, and so I actually just ground them off because you don't want the bolts pushing on the door frame. One, it won't sit flush, and two, it's going to make a real big divot into the aluminum door frame. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also these ones oftentimes hang down to where the glass is too, so
Yeah,
if the screw's long enough, it could hit the glass.
Yep, there's always a potential for it to break the glass that way. So I'll take these and I won't tighten it down, but I'll just put them all in, make sure it's all squared up good. I think it is. Just to verify that factory didn't mess anything up, so they all line up good. And you take one at a time, you pull it out. What do you think I'm going to do, Tyler?
Maybe put on some Loctite.
There we go, that's the winner.
What?
What?
Loctite on screws? Ain't no way.
So on this real cold weather, we have the gel. The gel's for any application really, but the colder weather seems like,
Why wouldn't you want to put on the red stuff?
well, actually we do need red because we run red, Milwaukee red, always red.
Exactly.
No, the red stuff you won't ever get it out. So, like this instance where we're trying to get it out, there could be some really strong Loctite on it. We don't know. but like those stripped out, they didn't want to. I'm gonna guess that it's more because it's cold, and when metal gets cold, it contracts. When it heats up, it expands. And so a stubborn lock or stubborn screw like that, if we were to take a torch to it, it'll just warm up the area where the bolt's at and warm the bolt up a little bit. It might actually come loose. You really don't want to just put direct heat on just the bolt, because that'll make the bolt swell up, and then it's even tighter.
Yeah, you just
trying to heat up the
just
bolt.
right down there.
But always you got to mix it up in our cold climate where it's a 10-degree wind chill right now. You got to make sure you mix your Loctite up, because it will be a little liquidy before the gel if you just try and just squeeze it up. So, and then I always take a little cardboard so they don't make a mess everywhere. So you'll see see, it's all mixed up good. But if I didn't do that, it just a really like see-through blue stuff comes out.
Yeah, like just the liquid.
Yeah.
Like the oil on top of peanut butter. Natural peanut butter anyways.
And you don't need a lot of Loctite. People sometimes think that like you got to cover a million or a ton of the bolt and stuff, but if you think about it, like
That's the only
most of
part
it's
that's
just
going
metal.
into the...
Yeah, and most
The only threads that are actually going into anything are into the plate itself. So it's like 4 threads max.
right. And I mean, most of it fits tight anyway, so it'll just push most of your Loctite out. So just need just a little bit. Doesn't take a lot. And we're going to change my impact back to number 1, because we don't need too much on it.
Just an ugga-dugga.
Just an ugga-dugga. The light Loctite will set up within 24 hours. It'll hold it in there real good. And at the very end, we'll give another ugga-dugga on everything just to verify all the bolts when it's mounted are tight. So just a little bit. You don't even have to cover 100% of it, because, like I said, most of it is metal touching metal, and so there's not a lot of give for that stuff to sit in there anyway. I usually just do a little drop on each side, and then I'll take my finger and spin it. That's plenty. I think the only reason these don't come pre-Loctited from the factory is because when you're putting them up, I mean, if you don't do them all day, every day, and even if you do sometimes, like there's a lot of taking it down, put it up, trying to get it to close right in the configuration. So maybe that's why they don't come pre-Loctited. Alright, now we're going to take this Loctite, put it in our pocket, because we're going to want to put it on the other bolts. Now let's put our arm together real quick. So there's already a drop plate up there for the type of application where the plate's flat up against the frame, then an L bracket. So like this, we'll go and check and see if it's the same one. If it's the same one and it's not beat up, we may not even take the other bracket off. We might just keep it up where it's at and then just attach ours to it if it's the same footprint. Potentially. And this guy...
It's part of the reason why we replaced the drop plates too is, like, look how beat up that old one is. I mean, it's weathered, it's dirty, scuffed.
So if you look where the arm rests, put it on there, but you're just a hair off to put it on down there. So in this instance, I would preload it just a hair, but it's literally just a tiny bit. In a lot of cases, you don't, like, it'll sit flat.
So the way that this arm flew off of there, do you think they preloaded it a lot? How much?
Oh yeah, a lot. And a way you can check is where it stops. Yeah, I'll bet they went where I went like an eighth of a turn. I'll bet they went a full rotation.
Dang. So lift that arm up and see how much it feels like.
So this one I can easily
Yeah.
push it over. Where that one, it was limited out. These have what's called a back check, and what that does is it stops the door from flinging all the way open and hitting, say, the wall or anything like that. And the good thing about when you load your back check, it's kind of crazy because if it wasn't an actual door guy, or you know, if it was just somebody that doesn't know about the back check, most of these that I come in contact with do not have the back check even set at all. It limits out from the arm, not from the closer stopping it.
Which the closer has it built in, so you should use that closer capability.
Exactly, and it slows it down and stops it versus it slamming and hitting
And putting pressure on the arm. A lot of times you'll see, you know, sometimes those screws break off, the bracket rips out, the screw that goes through this part of the arm breaks off, or it just bends the arm, you know. You see a lot of different failures in that arm.
And I'm going to take these screws just in case, but I think we're going to reuse the screws and that came out of it. And the reason I elect to do that if it's in good condition is because the screws that were used previously, that's how the door is threaded to already. And if you try and change that threading, then you might strip out your hole and you're going to have to go even a bigger screw. And so a lot of times if the screw's fine and the hole's fine, I'll just reuse the screws I took out.
Cool.
So that I don't chance stripping out the hole. And those screws, they weren't too tight. They came out good. They seemed threaded really well. So I think I'm going to reuse those. So we'll find out.
I propped the door in place so it didn't slam.
And what'd you do with the screws that I handed to you? In your pocket? Or
It might be in my pocket. I don't know. Maybe I set them down inside.
I think they're in my pocket.
Yep. This is the fluid that starts leaking when the closers go bad. And it's inside of that.
Hydraulic fluid. So in this case, the screws are the exact same, so I'm going to use my new ones.
You can come through, you'll just have to step over the ladder. We're fixing this door.
So I don't knock him over.
You're good. He's falling from higher.
Well, from higher, huh?
See ya.
Thank you for fixing it.
You bet.
Did you say I've fallen from higher?
Yeah.
That is true, I fell from heaven. All those need to do more than that. Strip them out.
And if you strip them out, you're going to be making the next step of putting in through bolts.
Yep. Forgot to grab my other bolts.
Oh man.
There's 2 other bolts I need for the arm. More other I need. And this pack here.
These are through bolts that it comes with if necessary.
So you have this one with the big washer that goes on top of the arm right on the operator itself. You have this guy that goes on the 2 pieces of the arm. Then this guy and this guy hold it to the L bracket. And then this flat one that's little holds the plastic trim cover on. There's 2 of those. If you put those on first, it makes it easier. And then they come with adjusted Allen wrench to adjust the closing. Two of these. And then plastic cover. Plastic cover will be the last piece that goes on, but bring it out for a second. Do you have the number 2 bit?
I do have it in my pocket yet. Couldn't quite remember. Are you onto that one now?
Yeah.
The number 2?
Well, no. I still need 2 more number 3s. So the number 3. It's very important to put this one in first so you don't forget, because if you forget and you try and wind it up, it can slip off and cause all kinds of havoc.
Yeah. We've had enough of that today. Why that many Ugga Duggas?
So you don't break a glass window. But you notice I didn't kick up like with the trigger pull drill hard. I watched it so that it didn't over torque. And then on this, the bracket has a shape to it. And on the diagrams, if you look, the way that it's going to open and stop too is where the flat piece goes. I'm not sure if that's just more for aesthetics than anything else, but
Question for you guys. Am
Yeah.
I okay to jump in here?
Yeah, you just gotta step over the...
you said jump, you gotta jump.
Oh man, I'm not in a jumping mood today, gentlemen. Thank you.
You bet, see ya.
Alright, so let's get the number 2 bit real quick.
Take out that one. I have the long number 2. Oops.
We'll put our flat screws in while we're up here to hold our beauty plastic cover on. And you don't tighten these, you just...
The
Get 'em
cover
started.
just slides in between the top of the screw and the closer. So then you use that little Allen key and just tighten it down on top of the plastic.
Well, this one's a Phillips. The other one was an Allen key.
There's one Phillips and one Allen?
No, the old operator had an Allen key.
Oh,
These are the
gotcha.
Phillips.
I thought you were saying those 2 were.
Oh.
Yeah, I get you. I'm following you now.
And then you're going to take these longer ones, or I mean these short ones that are countersunk.
Good.
So that arm looks really good, or that bracket looks in really good shape. It doesn't feel loose to me.
Looks like it might have a cobweb on it, but the paint, finish, everything looks really good.
Oops. Oh, my drill got turned up. Our impacts on ones, because one's plenty. But I'll put these on and just make sure this bracket isn't loose at all. It is really secure, which it does feel like that. So I feel pretty confident we're using that one. When you take a screw and you back it in and out of holes so many times when they're not machine holes, or threaded for machine screws, they strip out pretty easy, and it makes me nervous when I don't have to take it out.
It's kind of a hard location to get that bolt in.
And on these, normally, on one that's measured correctly and in the right spot, this where you start for your adjustment on the closure, because this will determine where it stops when it's closed. Like if it has extra holding power or not, to actually hold it shut. It's usually around in the middle. But that also depends on how far open you're going to let your door open and how heavy the door is. If you have wind, that's a factor. You have that 10 wrench.
Yep.
We're gonna start in the middle and start adjusting it and see how that feels. And then on the operator side, what I like to do and start, there's 3 Allen bolts. They're like valves inside of there, and they take the Allen key. There's 3 of them. One's a back check, one's the middle speed, and one's the very end closing speed, which is the last like quarter. What I like to do is tighten them all the way up, because they come backed out quite a bit. And not tight, I mean just to where it stops. And there's a diagram that tells you. So the one that's further away is usually your back check. And then I'm going to take it and rotate it 1 full turn open. Full turn open. And we're going to start there to start adjusting.
I believe this mag lock is locked, so we'll have to open it every time. But I got a Rex here.
Yeah. So what's a Rex?
It's a request to exit for any mag lock or access control lock that stays locked. You have to have it within handicapped access of the door. And I'll show you how that works here. When we shut it, this mag lock is going to lock on the magnet on the door.
So you see where it's not closing at all? It means that those screws need to be backed off still. Oh, and then you also have an Allen wrench on the end that helps load your spring.
Hopefully that sun doesn't glare too much on the video. Okay, so he loosened it up more and the door's starting to shut.
So on this one, where it's a big heavy door, I'm going to turn up the power of it a little bit. It just winds up that spring. I'm doing two rotations, so 4 half turns. That turns it up 1 knot, 1 power.
Is this a motion sensor for the Rex too? Okay. There's actually, I just saw it clicking and the light going. There's a motion detector right there that should open that mag lock. Okay, so did you see how it kind of hung up right there? That means we'll probably have to loosen the middle one a little bit more.
Now back check, see how I tried to force it open? That's the back check holding it.
And in cases like this, you want it to shut, we want to maybe loosen that back check more, but we don't want to loosen it so much that it's going to swing all the way to that wall.
So we're going to do
hyperextend this continuous hinge.
the back check is super sensitive on that set screw. So On that one, I'm gonna turn it maybe a 16th and see where it puts us. So it's literally just a hair of a turn. And then on the end one, I'm gonna open it up.
I'd say the middle one too, because it kind of stuck in the middle.
So there's small adjustments after you find where it's starting to open and close.
Yeah, just like 1/8 turns or 1/4 turns. So we probably want it to be a little tighter than that.
So the back chuck needs to be loosened a little more, and then we actually need to tighten the end one just a little bit. Kind of slammed over. Yeah.
Oh, that sun. Okay, and then this Rex, all you have to do is just push it to exit, and it opens the door, disconnects the power to that mag lock.
Back chuck's still a little tight. Don't get frustrated when you're doing these. If every adjustment seems like it's making a change that's unexpected, because as you operate hydraulic fluid as it goes in and out of the valves, the hydraulic fluid's going to warm up, and as it warms up, it gets thinner. As it gets thinner, it runs faster.
Yep. With it being such a cold day too, it's possible that we might have to come back and adjust this slightly at another day.
That feels good on the back check there.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna walk out like I am and just feel, yeah, I mean, that felt like a good operation on the back check. Do you think the middle closing should be a little bit slower? This seemed a little quick.
So if you look at how our wind blows, in Idaho it always blows. We're on Main Street, it tunnels through, and it looks, most of the wind always goes down Main Street this way, and so
it's coming from the southwest, and so it just kind of comes this way.
So I think the wind's going to help push it close, and so we are going to slow it down a little, so that if the wind's ripping, it doesn't slam.
That's another type of a door closer that actually has the indicator marks to show you which way you're tightening it, and it actually has the different power grades. So normally it's like 1 through 6. So if you're doing a door outside with a lot of wind or something, you might want to put it on 6, where an interior door like this, you could probably get away with, 2 or something. There's the last adjustment, so we should be good here. So I'm walking out. Good back check, good closing speed, good latching speed. Now we just got to put the cover piece back on.
You can see there's 2 little slots for your screws. Slide that under the screws, and then this comes with 2 plastic things. You notch out the penny. If it's going on that side, you do that one. If it's on the other side, you flip it. See how you have to break out the other one? That's if the operator was flipped the other way, if the door is opening the opposite way. And these don't have to be tight because they're just holding the plastic piece on them.
No ugga-duggas.
No ugga-duggas on that guy.
Awesome. That's the finished product of a new door closer. Before this door was slamming, you can see the sign here. Let's rip that sign off for them. Door will slam shut. Please close gently behind you.
And we put it up for the customer so the people knew.
Wesley. So the best part about working on commercial doors is you get to take these off because that symbolizes a job well done. I might have not been filming that at all. It was tilted up because I was looking up there.